Hey everyone, welcome back to AFC Game by Game. These are my thoughts ahead of Arsenal's game tomorrow night against Nottingham Forest. A game I'm really looking forward to. I'm not overly sure why. I've never been a big fan of the EFL Cup it is now. And if you remember rightly, last season we got absolutely battered against Sheffield Wednesday, losing 3-0. Not long after beating Tottenham Hotspur 2-1 away from home, courtesy of Matthew Flamini. Absolutely wonderful game, but it's a shame we couldn't emulate it with a performance which was just as good against Sheffield Wednesday. But I feel a bit different going into this game on Tuesday night because we've actually got a team now that can compete on all fronts. We've got a squad that can go out there and we don't actually have to play the likes of Glenn Kamara and Benatia as we did last season. We can actually afford to play a very strong starting 11 because we've got the players to do it. I'm expecting Granit Xhaka to start. I'm expecting Mohamed El to start. A player that I think a lot of people have forgotten about this season, Chuba Akpom. He's actually still a part of the Arsenal team, so I'm expecting him to, if he's not at least going to get a start, I want him to be somewhere on the bench at least. It's vital for me that he gets a chance to prove himself this season because not only was he superb throughout pre-season, but he's not actually as young as I think we all believe he is. He's about 21 years old now, coming up to 22 at some point. Big future ahead for him. I still think he's a player with loads of potential. It's just a case of getting into the Arsenal team, and I'm confident that he might get a chance tomorrow night. But it's a big if that. I say I'm confident, but I really don't know what team Arsene Wenger is going to play. I never know what team he's going to play in this kind of game. I do expect the likes of Jeffrey and Adelaide to come through. Chris Willock, they're the two players I really want to see at least get an opportunity in this game. But I do want to see us line up with Perez and Chamberlain on the flanks. Saying that, I'd like to see Jeff in between those two, playing in that creative attacking midfield role. Chuba Akpom just in front of them. I do say play Perez on the right hand flank or possibly the left hand flank. I do think that's going to be where he'll be played throughout the majority of this season for us. I think that's where he's most effective. But I'm sure he's capable of playing in that striking role if we do play him in that position for tomorrow night's game. I want to see El Nene and Xhaka in a midfield pivot. I want to see Holding get another chance because he's been superb whenever he's played for us this season. Maybe alongside Christian Bielik, who did play very well throughout the course of the pre-season. Does seem to be a player that's very effective in that centre-back role. Would I be inclined to rush Gabriel back into this game despite him being, I think he's declared fit for this match. So, I mean, raised eyebrows over that one. Personally, I'd maybe ease him in the 60th minute or something if we've got a chance to give him a couple of minutes in this game. If not, I'm happy to see even Mustafi or Koscielny line up alongside Rob Holding. Or Bielik, as I say, but I think it may be a case of a more experienced head in. I think it could be a Mustafi Holding partnership at the back. I think that's something that Arsene Wenger may be inclined to go for. Give Holding the game time that he needs because he's such a talent for us, and just keep Mustafi in the team because he just needs to bed in and get used to playing against Arsenal's squad. I think it's going to be Gibbs and Debuchy at fullback. Haven't seen a lot of Debuchy this season, but was exciting throughout pre-season. It has to be said. He's got a point to prove in this Arsenal squad, not just because he'll want to work his way back into the starting 11 at some point, which realistically isn't going to happen, but because he'll want to attract the club for a move in January. We've got Carl Jenkinson coming back in the coming weeks, so I think it'll be a case with Debuchy maybe playing the odd game throughout this tournament. And then when Jenkinson comes back, he'll take over that role if we do get any further in this competition, which I want to see us go all out for. I think we'll start with David Ospina in goal as well. But that's pretty much my thoughts on Arsenal's lineup. I think we've got all the capabilities to beat a rather up and down Notts Forest side. The sleeping giant, as it were, Nottingham Forest. Got quite a few ex-Arsenal players in their ranks. I'll start off with the least regarded one first. Armand Traore, if you remember, he played in Arsenal's absolutely catastrophic 8-2 demolishing at Old Trafford. Which was 5 years ago now. It seems like only the other day that was, but he played in that game. Didn't really have a real chance at Arsenal. Left for the likes of QPR. Never really got a solid place in that team, and now he's in Notts Forest where he seems to be having a few cameo appearances off the bench. Henry Lansbury, he's only 21. He plays in goal for fun. Unbelievable player back in the day. No, of course, I'm only joking. He was a player that I held in the same bracket as someone like Jack Wilshere at a point. Never really got a chance in the Arsenal team. Seems to have developed as a really good Championship-esque player. I'm looking forward to seeing how he'll go on against Arsenal. And, of course, the big one, the Lord himself. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. But Nicholas Bentner playing against Arsenal, something I'm really looking forward to. I mean, it's worth having a tenner on him scoring against us, surely. But it's an exciting Notts Forest team. Not one that's been overly impressive this season. They go into this game not high on confidence, recently losing 2-1 at home to Norwich. So I expect us to go there, win this game. We've got options here, there and everywhere, as I've said many a time in the past. So many options off the bench. Quite a few young players that I want to see. And all round, it should be a comfortable win for the Arsenal. Please do let me know your team lineups in the comment box below, as well as dropping a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'll be speaking to you very, very soon.